배웠어 넘어질 때마다 일어서 다시 고쳤었지 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람 한 곡도 채끝나기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축 저만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투 다 끝 난 갈아탔지만 우리 앞길을 막지만 하고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 봐라 느리로 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지 비극 지금 기가 아프지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶은 넘서
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K. Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Stanley LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Taking a look at New York. Because they're the second seed, they'll have home court advantage through the next 2 rounds.
Kevin, I think it's so important to get off to a good start. You just can't assume because you have the home court advantage, you're going to win the series. You still have to play solid basketball.
Towns, the screen. Brunson with a clean look. Nailed from three-point land. Brunson's got 5 now. Take a look at New York. You know, tonight Greg's going to tell us a lot about it. How they match up in the series at both ends of the court.
Yeah, we can talk about how well these teams match up in terms of talent, but in terms of how they match up in style, that's what we'll find out right now.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Puts the move on, and it's blocked. Hands out of bounds. It was last touched by Koulibaly.
And Brunson, a very physical player, someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good for Brunson.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Cunningham for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Bridges outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Anunoby. That one goes. Count it.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Towns.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up for every single shot. Let's see if Coach's message resonates. Guys, back to you.
Right, Allie, we thank you for that. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Towns, the screen. Here's Brunson, plenty of space. No good from the wing.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Bridges left side. Over Johnson. And just miss after miss right now. Cunningham outside. And here is Johnson. 7 points in the game. And Embiid throws it down.
Oof, what a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Brunson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got 9.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And just blitzing his way to the rim. Cunningham attacked that. Full speed.
Brunson, good.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. Brunson scanning the floor. .110 left. Here in the first quarter. And he comes up with the deuce.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Stolen by Brunson. Bridges, no one around him. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Cunningham left side. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Well, as a defense, you have to expect Cunningham to take those. He's not shy at the arc.
Up and in on the way. 15 points in the game.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
You're Smart. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, you can see how comfortable Smart is inside. He doesn't fear anybody.
Stewart a screen.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Knicks lead by 1. And
I fucked up though. I shouldn't have started.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us.
You want me to 3-hunt with my...
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you've got to be hydrated.
Marcus Smart got to jump.
Outside ball.
I like it.
There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate here, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Right there. You're right, God.
Outside, Smart. Here's McBride. Off on the layup. The Pistons trail it.
Who the fuck is that?
Pass to Harris. Takes a three. It's Drummond with the rebound. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for New York. The drive by Ball.
The long legs of Ball really helping him gain ground quickly. Getting to the hoop.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Bamba's shot is off. Pass to McBride. Latrey.
Wow.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to test.
Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Outside, Ball. Drummond the screen. Inside. Rebound, Detroit.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of this caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Gotta be a little embarrassed by that one. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Wow. What, do you have something in his eye on that shot?
That's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Come on, my goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Drummond the screen. Outside Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Here he goes. And McBride gets it to go.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Now here's LeVert. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's LeVert. No scoring in this one. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Great to see Lonzo take flight.
Pistons trailed by 7. LeVert from outside. Jay Crowder with the rebound. New York with the ball. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Smart misses. 1:43 left in the first half. Green drives in. Ball with the rebound. New York leading by 7. Pass to McBride. In the corner, Smart with it. Drills it from outside. Smart's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, good-looking three there from Smart. He knocks down his fair share of those.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Sit down.
1:22 left in the first half of the game. Johnson left side. Up top, Embiid. Embiid punches it down.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Bridges, right side. Anunoby has the open look. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Cunningham for 3. And that's collected by Brunson.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Johnson. Comes up empty down low. On the wing, Bridges. Off target at the rim. And so it's New York. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Pistons trailed by 13. Cunningham up top. LeVert in the corner. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. And Stewart gets it to go.
What I love about Stewart, he never backs down. Plays the game with passion that's rarely seen.
Here's Brunson. Brunson being aggressive.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Cunningham for 3. Carries it from three-point range. Cunningham's got 12 in the game.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. He can take over a game.
On the wing, Bridges. Brunson outside. With the teardrop. Pope wide open. He fires. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Detroit making a switch. It's stolen by Cunningham. Oh, here comes Johnson all alone.
The hustle pays off for Johnson in transition, getting him a bucket off that fast break.
Here's Brunson. Drives to the hoop. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Cunningham right side. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Fades back. It's rebounded by New York.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Brunson goes in. Anunoby outside. Now, here's Bridges. Over Cunningham. And the Knicks miss again.
Not a great start to this second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here. Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Towns, the screen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. And he can't hit the second. Pass to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank. He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. On the inbound, and Harris lays it up and in. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
To Champagny. On the sets of screen. From downtown. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Some nice passing by New York here. Drummond the screen. Here's McBride. They get the rebound. Smart, wide open. He fires. Drops in the tray. And now a 10-point Knicks lead.
Well, working without the ball. Smart can play the one. He can also shift over and be a catch-and-shoot guy.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. Now, I don't mean style points. There's the pick. McBride on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. McBride's got 7.
A truly unselfish player. Ball is always looking to create for his team.
New York leading by 10. And Bamba comes to help. And Drummond throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
13.
Johnson outside. Over Smart. The Knicks pull it in. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. And the three off target. Pistons trailed by 12. Johnson for three. Johnson missing again.
Get out of here. That's it.
And that's the battle.
That's it.
They haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Get out of here, bro.
And McBride gets it to go.
It's good to get the next game, buddy.
Coach loves seeing chances from that way.
Get the next game,
that
bud.
inside area.
Johnson outside.
Get to the next game,
Harris,
bro.
good. 6 points for him.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make
Get
his
that ball
move.
there.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And so it's New York up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night.
The Pistons, 47.
NBA playoff round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Here's ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I like how Ball used force there. Got it down low, through the foul.
And the first one comes. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pistons trailed by 14. Now Cunningham. And a miss there on the triple. Brunson on the move. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Trey Johnson.
And he saw a lane, and Brunson decides to challenge it. Doesn't take but a sliver of daylight for him to be aggressive.
Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Brunson.
With the shittiest fucking
Rebound,
flow of the game.
Detroit.
Like, hello, bro.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham's shot is off. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 13-point game. It's up a 3. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, Ball shoots these pretty freely with good reason. He's confident in his long-range ability.
Look at that shit.
And blocked. That one goes
What's wrong with
careening
him?
off the glass. Towns.
The shit in the net, cat.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Thank you for joining today. Thank you for playing today, bud. Man, I thought it was over for me, man. He said it was up for me. I don't know. I don't see it, though.
Don't care what you said to me, I'ma bite your feelings out. I miss you in the basement, but your brother was a good substitute for you. And if you love me, but you never let me go. When the roof was on fire, you never let me know. Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really show. And I can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love
my team. Hold up.
Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really show.
Hype. Rate the squad. Rate the squad.
Leave a party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, oh, what you on. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, without ever letting you know. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, oh, what you on. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, without ever letting you know. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, oh, what you on. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, without ever letting you know. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, oh, what you on. Without ever letting you know. Caught up in my tea. Caught up in my tea. Tastes like money when I speak. Caught up in my tea. And I missed you in the basement. Yeah, caught up in my tea. Bodies on the pavement. Oh. And if you love me, but you never let me go. And the roof was on fire, you never let me know. Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really show. And I can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, oh, what you on. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, without ever letting you know. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, oh, what you on. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, without ever letting you know. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, oh, what you on. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, without ever letting you know. Rufus, oh, you got me loving, oh, what you on. Without ever letting you know.
Yeah. Premier on the track. Hey, yo, shout out
Oh,
to the NBA.
bring him off the bench then. I'm matching.
What's
I'm
your
matching.
favorite
I'm
team?
matching him. Bring him
I'ma
off the
break
bench then.
down
I'm
all
matching
the
him.
teams to show you how I flip it into a rhyme scheme.
Take your time.
Pay close attention.
Break it down.
Where is
I'm in
it?
Atlanta with the Hawk. I poked him, he fell quick. I used to be a scalper like Boston. I sell ticks. My Cuban link chain so heavy my neck hurt. Call me the Brooklyn Nets. In Brooklyn I network. Get fly in Charlotte, spread my wings like a hornet. Every time I hear your music, I fast forward. If I was bipolar, I as soon as my mood switch. Something like Chicago, cause I'm back on my bull. In the gym working on my Cleveland Cavs. I be running like the horse on the Dallas Mavs. Hungry, so I gotta put some food in my stomach. I need some sweet and sour.
Trey starting? Are you hiding him? Is that what's happening here? I respect it.
Great to have you with us for the playoffs on 2K Sports. It's game one. We're ready to tip it off in just moments. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside. By Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the Detroit Pistons facing the New York Knicks. You take a look at the Knicks.
Well, more than anything, they're looking to avoid a letdown. Sometimes you get home court advantage and you maybe take your foot off the pedal a little. But they do not want to start slow and give their opponent confidence.
Detroit calls timeout. take a look at New York. They want to make a statement here in the first game of this series.
Well, coming out strong is the best way to set the tone. A big win can last deeper into the playoffs as well.
The shot from 20 feet out, and it's Brunson missing.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Here's Cunningham. It's tipped.
What a big-time denial by Anunoby. OG came flying in to erase that chance.
Towns on a screen. Down low. And it's Towns with the power finish.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Cunningham. 16 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. The shot by LeVert, no good. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Brunson, here we go. And there's a 3-second violation. And here's Detroit. 2-point game.
That doesn't come to offense, like, for real.
And he drives in. And Cunningham throws it down.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
Tries it from 19. Detroit with a rebound.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Fires from deep. Hart pulls it in.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
Outside Brunson.
Can't, like,
no good there. Now shooting 10 for 15 on the game. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him.
But like Trey Johnson.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Screen by Embiid.
Look.
It's Cunningham with a drive. And the layup is good. Cunningham's got 16 points.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Look
to the middle.
Like, look at this fucking shit.
He's off on the layup. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons.
That shit.
The shake.
Yeah, bro.
Can't get it to go. Shooting 7 for 13 from the field now. Pass to Bridges. Outside Brunson. Shot from the wing.
Thank you.
And he gets the jumper to drop. Brunson's got 25 points.
I really like how he's playing. He's taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Now here's Hart.
Oh, he has 6. I thought that was about
and there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Josh Hart.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
To the inside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
There's Cunningham with a 3. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Good on the bucket. 25 points in the game.
Brunson getting loose. He's calling his own number to great effect in this one.
Outside Koulibaly. It's LeVert on the wing. Oh, sweet move. It's blocked.
Bridges' defense is so important to this team. He gives you some rim protection from the wing.
And it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by 3. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Embiid's got 10 points.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Detroit moving the ball around. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Strong move and a little spicy too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
And here's Brunson from the arc. He buries it from 3. Brunson's got 25 points. Up in time. And so it's New York with a 4-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They just can't miss.
13. The Pistons, 17.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I've also really enjoyed watching them hit the boards, specifically the offensive glass and how they've capitalized on that hustle.
It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
You just can't give Johnson a lane to the hoop. Trey will take it.
It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Pass to Bamba. Right side Johnson. 4-3. It's rebounded by New York.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
A nice shot by McBride.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty... sweet, flavorful, one-hand flush.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One thing they've been able to do in the first half is control the ball. They've given it up only once.
Outside McBride. To the paint. Pass the ball. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot here. McBride can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 2. And here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, such a good athlete. Johnson rises to the 10 with ease.
Ball into the lane. And Paul throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Reed. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Smart left side. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
I know, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Outside McBride. Plenty of space. They get the rebound. Another shot. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Here's Johnson. And it's New York with a rebound.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
All no good. Pistons trail by 4. Three-pointer. Shot by Johnson, no good. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing, Green. Back to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Johnson's got 13 now.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
1:44 left to play in the half. On the wing, Green.
I get a fucking fuck or what?
Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 13.
Yeah, good to see Johnson getting into the defense down low and succeeding. Sometimes you gotta fight for it, young man.
Left side, McBride. Kicks it out to Smart. And miss after miss right now. Pistons trail by 9. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Crowder.
Thank you,
And
bro.
it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Detroit calls timeout.
On your feet, fans, and make some noise. It's your Knicks City Gangster.
Pistons call time here. Pistons call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here they are, your Knicks basketball.
New York leading by 9. Outside Brunson to snap the cold streak. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Cunningham outside. Cade on the move. Misses the layup. And the Knicks with possession. Hart goes in. Towns. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Throwing that weight around. Towns with 2 bonus points there.
Anunoby for 3. That one doesn't drop. And stolen by Brunson. Over Cunningham. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. That'll do it for the first half. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First team foul.
And New York has possession. 7-point differential. Towns can't get it to go.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And here's Cunningham outside. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Doesn't matter which hand he uses. Brunson is an excellent finisher around the rim.
There's Cunningham with a three. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
LeVert outside. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. And Detroit another three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Brunson. Look at Brunson with the soft touch.
For one like Brunson, who really is vertically challenged, he's not a guy who's elevated a lot. You've got to have that floater in your game.
Here's Coulibaly. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Boy, that is really sinister, that move by Anunoby. Wow.
Cunningham outside. Another three for Detroit.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Takes the three. With a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Brunson. Outside Hart. Nice move. Into the lane. And Hart throws it down.
Offensively, that's where he's at his best. Hart is driving. He's thriving. Putting his head down, going to the rack.
And Cunningham throws it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line. That free throw good from Brunson.
Brunson has really developed into such a leader on the floor. He was that way in college. Quiet but assertive, controls the pace and tempo of the game, creates space for his teammates. So he's really a coach on the floor in many respects.
And the foul called on Karis LeVert.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
Here's Brunson outside. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
He's caught fire here in the second half. Better late than never.
Cunningham outside. LeVert outside. Back to Cunningham. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Blocked! And they'll get another chance. Here's Brunson. Now here's Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Bridges outside. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Detroit leading by 1. Cunningham outside. They set the screen. The 3. Hart pulls it in. New York with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Towns outside. Oh, the powerful slam by Towns.
Brunson really gifted when it comes to orchestrating the offense. Always plays at his own pace under control. He's a top-tier passer, too.
And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Pass to Johnson. The 3. Buries it from 3. Johnson's got 13.
Yeah, such a polished shooter, even as a rookie. Johnson gets the ball and drills it.
Hart from long range. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And he gets that one. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's what you get with Johnson. He is always hunting for good looks.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Who wants a t-shirt?
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guy.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's New York. They're on a 16-7 run. Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson. It inside. Yep, count it. Brunson's got 25 points in the game.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game.
Detroit, 48.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Here's Johnson. Count it.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Crowder outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to McBride. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Pistons trail by 1. Outside Johnson. And here's Harris. Drummond grabs the miss. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Smart outside. Outside McBride. The 3 is up. The Pistons clear it. Harris outside. Off target from three-point range. Knicks leading by 1. Ball outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The Pistons call timeout. To hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. The head coach for the Pistons had some instruction for his guys during the break. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Okay, thank you, Allie. New York leading by 1. Shots good by Hart.
Getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
Cunningham drives in. Outside Johnson. From deep three-point range. Towns with a rebound. And New York has possession. They lead by 1. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Count that bucket. Brunson's got 14 points here in the second half.
Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising. Big time from Johnson. Don't tell Trey he's a rookie.
Anunoby buries it from outside.
Crunch time,
and in
let's
the
go.
second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Outside Johnson.
Big hit. One here. Rough.
Outside Cunningham.
Crunch time.
18 feet out. Brunson pulls it down.
And we got Bonner.
New York leading by 4. Beyond the arc.
Oh my God! If I
cleared away by Embiid. And here's Detroit. The
Call that
Pistons
timer.
call timeout.
Here comes your Knicks City Masters, everyone.
The Knicks are getting footage.
The Pistons making a switch here.
Back is your Knicks City Masters.
It's the switch.
4-point game.
Don't get nothing there.
Outside Johnson.
I'm playing D.
Outside Cunningham.
Let's go. Oh, wow.
Down low, Cunningham.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Outside Brunson.
This is come on, bro.
Yes!
Get him off the
Using that window.
Staying under control and unflappable, Brunson steps up when his team needs
Hey,
him the
OG.
most.
Hey, bud.
It's good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now.
Come on, come reach. Come reach.
Towns on the screen. He launches. Koulibaly with the rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And there's the screen. Cunningham. Oh, ho, ho. That's a man on a mission right there.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up.
Hey,
in the
cat,
situation.
bud. I need a pick.
Here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Koulibaly.
Yup,
Towns
shit.
ripped down the board.
I got zone. Dang.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks.
Oof.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Ball for a
Hard
double.
outside.
Swing the fucking
Now
field.
ball. 6 to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Tosses it
Ah,
up.
shit.
No
Should
good.
have scored. You're not ripping a timer?
The
Or we're going
Pistons
overtime?
call timeout. All right, guys, what's your take?
Oh,
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
It's going to be hard, though. I mean, they don't have much time to work with here, but we've seen crazy stuff happen in this game.
oh, definitely get off.
Embiid fires.
Yeah, bro.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more hoops
Breaking
coming your way in just a
as
minute.
it is. Breaking news. I'm in overtime with absolute shit.
Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. And
Oh,
here's
Tobias
Brunson.
Harris on ball. Come foul me. Or don't.
Count it!
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Dude, like I'm running into 5 people just run straight,
That's
brother.
not the kind of streak you want to be
God
part of
damn, come reach.
defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Come on.
Banks it home.
Yeah, stick Tobias Harris on ball, bro.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight.
Time.
Love to see that confident play on offense.
Money from 3.
Levert showing you can rise up from deep. A quality shooter
Yeah,
when given
these
room
fouls.
to fire.
Or don't.
Brunson.
Yeah, bro. Keep Tobias Harris on ball, bro.
Count it.
That's a gimme right there.
You know
That's
what?
exactly what
Put
you
your
want.
locks in.
And now we have an intentional foul.
Put your locks in,
I'm
sir.
not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play,
Score
BA.
with your locks
Not
in.
sure what got into him.
Second personal foul. First team.
Bro, I get demolished. Like, come
Johnson.
on.
Embiid inside.
Should he be out of stand?
Oh, it's off.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And counted.
Get the fucking net.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. I mean, he can bounce.
Shouldn't he be out of
twist
stand?
and turn,
Why are you throwing him the
really
ball?
good body control.
You know he's
Whatever
out of
it takes
stand.
to score, he usually can make it happen.
Now Brunson.
Hey, where's the pick at? Where's the pick?
Clock at 6. Here's Towns.
Yeah, bro. Cat.
It's stolen by
Retard.
Johnson.
I still want to score because it's super safe out of.
Now Koulibaly. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
And we know Johnson can
Yeah,
score,
bro.
but there, just a
Where's
terrific
Embiid? I
find.
know your shit low. Hold on. Come here.
Brunson looks it over. Hard outside. Outside Anunoby. Puts it up from 17. Stewart
Got
with
it.
the rebound.
Can't shoot like that.
Detroit with the ball. Outside Cunningham.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
But for some reason, he decided to foul there.
VA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something
He's
else
still out of
behind
snap
it.
somewhere. Yo, I'm getting hit with picks. I don't
Left
even.
side
Like,
Johnson.
I can't even take that.
Outside Cunningham. Just
Come on.
5 on the clock.
Good shot.
To take the lead.
Man, game time.
And Anunoby's activity
Game time.
and timing and reaction.
Game time. What's the
anticipation on
matchups?
the defensive end.
Special. 8-second difference between the shot
Game
clock and
time.
game clock.
Game time.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm,
Game time.
and
Come on, bro. Get a 3 up.
The biggest moment of the game.
Get a 3 up.
Cunningham.
Go ahead.
Cade Cunningham. An emphatic jam.
Cutting apart the defense on the drive. Cunningham skilled at getting to the
Game time.
And an
Come on
intentional
now.
foul right
Get
there.
a 3 up, Brody.
The Pistons call timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that ties this game up.
Come on,
Both
Brunson.
free throws, good from Brunson. The
I'm
Pistons
fucking with
call
that.
timeout.
I'm fucking with that. Damn, the Knicks got molested today. Yeah, hold that shit at half.
To win the game. No good from 3.
Yeah, hold that shit at half,
So
dude.
it's the Knicks who come out on
Because
top here.
you quit game
And
1
they
and
start
didn't
out
save
the
it, so he's got to
postseason with
hold
a
that.
bang. A big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours.
What happened?
The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? Watching Gandhi till I'm charged and writing in my book of rhymes. All the words past the margin. The whole I'm throbbing. Mechanical movement. Understandable smooth. Move with the thief's theme. Play me at night, they won't act right. Hip-hop has got me stuck like a the mind activation. React like I'm facing time like with pins I'm embracing. Wipe the sweat off my dome on the streets. Suede Timbs on my feet makes my cipher complete. Weather cruising in a 6 cab. I'm on Taro Jeep, I can't call it. The beats make me falling asleep. I keep falling, but never falling 6 feet deep. I'm out for presidents to represent me. Say what? I'm out for presidents to represent me. Say what? I'm out for presidents to represent me. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine.
To my man Ill Will, God bless your life. To my peoples throughout Queens, God bless your life. I trick Reeboks and crazy aiming on my baby pictures. Beef with housing, police scriptures that's made. Yet I'm the mal money getting style, rollers foul. The versatile honey sticking wild, golden child dwelling in the rotten apple. You get tackled, caught by the devil's lasso. There's no days for broke days. Pays where all the old folks pray to Jesus.
Well, welcome everyone to 2K Sports. We've got something special for you tonight. Added to the roster for this one, some collegiate players will be out there as well. A great chance for them to prove themselves. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So New York wins the tip. Now, here's Johnson. In the corner, it's Flag. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
And that 7-foot wingspan of Flag helps him when he's in close.
So, Greg, for Cooper Flag, both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Johnson gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Nice seeing Johnson drain the three ball, proving how lethal of a scorer he can be. Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Now here's Johnson from outside the arc. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
3 points. And it takes some solid instincts to pull that off, snagging the ball and right away getting out on the break.
Pass the Flag. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the call will be against Ben Wallace. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Johnson. He has 6. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 9.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And a wide open look for Flag. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Ready for the feed. Cooper Flag is a player. You have to run off that shot.
Une jambe et le prix d'une montre peut coûter un bras. Je suis solide, si tu m'aimes, MMA, fort. Tu veux le feed, je suis dans le club, tu parles trop fort. 1 million, 2 millions, je fais 800 d'or. Je connais le avant le fisc et tous les accords. Je les vois tourner tous autour de ma comme un chaise musicale. Comme si je fais 200 000 en vente digitale. Mon gros même ta meuf fait écoute la ligue.
Well, Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports Basketball. This game features something different, as we'll see talent from the college ranks blended into the lineup as well. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
So New York wins the tip. Right side, Jordan knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
So, Greg, for Cooper Flag, both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man, and he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Pass to Jordan. And again, New York with the triple.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
Shaq with the screen. And stolen by Jordan. From past the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
And you could just tell he was feeling it. A very assertive shot at the arc.
The drive by Green. Stolen by Duncan. Here's Flag. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
I like Flag from beyond the arc. I'd like to see him shoot it with volume from out there.
Deep Adebayo. And he hits the jump shot.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Magic Johnson.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Outside, Green. Takes it out to Banchero for the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Here's O'Neal. Pass the Flag. Now Jordan. And Jordan slams it home.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Here's Green. Takes it inside. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. It's going to be on Cooper Flag. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for New York?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Johnson from outside. East Rutherford trails by 6. East Rutherford shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul.
That one is off.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for New York. Drills it from outside.
Magic Johnson.
Johnson's got 5.
Nice seeing Johnson drain the 3 ball, proving how lethal of a scorer he can be.
At the elbow, it's Şengün. To the paint. Rebound, East Rutherford.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
And a wide open look for Flag. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
Well, Flag can do it all. He can initiate, and he can beat you off the catch as well.
Pass to Şengün. Outside for Curry. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. New York ahead, up by 11. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
East Rutherford trails by 11. Puts it up. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
And here's Davis for 3. Garnett grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Danny Granger gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Into the lineup for New York.
Curry outside. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds to East Rutherford. They'll retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Nice flow to that sequence, moving the ball really well.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Garnett. No good on the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. Takes the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And with a capable shooting stroke, Green understands what his jumper can do for his team's spacing.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. East Rutherford trails by 10. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Garnett outside. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's Wallace. And again, New York with the triple.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And here is Davis after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Ball is up on top.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
A shake. And it's good on the way in. Wallace has got 5 points in the quarter.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
Here's Curry. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
Come on, Ben Wallace. Ridiculous.
Here's Curry, following the score by New York. Out to the wing. It's stolen by Green. With the drive. Worthy with a clean look. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket. Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
And so here is New York following the bucket by East Rutherford. Hits the three-point bomb. Wallace has got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
Great decision there. Move the ball out and find the open shooter.
East Rutherford shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Free throw good. Curry.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Screen by Şengün. Oh, Curry making a statement.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And so it's New York in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. East Rutherford trails by 9. Garnett, the screen. To the inside. Garnett just attacking the rim.
Well, that's where Cunningham is at his best, operating the pick and roll.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
East Rutherford making a switch here. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Cunningham with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Johnson from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 8.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from this.
With his 6'6" frame, Cunningham is a nightmare matchup.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And here's Johnson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, great looking jump shot there.
And Carter has it in the corner. Screen by Şengün. Pass to Carter. And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by Carter. New York leading by 9.
Come get it, come get it.
Now O'Neal. Defended by Carter. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Hachimura. No scoring in this one. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Şengün. Just 5 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center, but in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league. He's really a versatile scorer. Cunningham fits in any scheme.
And a fast break now for New York. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That's his third foul of the game.
Third team foul. Substitution.
Here's Curry. Curry crashes inside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
.50 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now Towns. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. Buries it from three-point range.
Gets the ball and takes that shot. It's that simple.
Offensive rebound. Outside, Towns. Outside for Davis. Got it off in time. Magic Johnson. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for New York. He ends up dropping in 2.
New York, 55.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Green will bring it up for New York. 17-point lead, their biggest. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Wallace with the ball. It's good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
O'Neal outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Here's Wallace. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Wallace has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Wallace, good. Wallace has got 20.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And the call will be against Ben Wallace. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And Green puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried.
And with a capable shooting stroke, Green understands what his jumper can do for his team's spacing.
Here's Wallace. And again, New York with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Green, no luck. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the middle. Here's Shaq. Rebound by Wallace. And so here is New York. On the clock. From deep three-point territory. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Wallace has got 29.
Yeah, he's got some excellent momentum going offensively, so they will look to keep getting him shots.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
From beyond the arc and then some.
3 points.
Wallace has got 32 points. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And I love the physicality Draymond puts behind this drive. Get in his way at your own risk.
Now here's Wallace. From deep three-point land, Green with the rebound. Inside. A kick out to O'Neal. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
In that situation, rather than trying to score himself, Draymond will often kick that back out to an open shooter.
Banchero outside. And he's Rutherford. Another three.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
We hit the block, you know we really got to get paid. Toss it up just like an orbit. Horn might just get all up in your face. And it's a clear view from here to see what's next. Turn up the pressure, cooking on them like a full court press. And rebound like world peace with Ron Artest. Cause it's the LAMONT then. Who brought the flame? I rock the mic right. This is for my people who working 9 to 5. More like 9 to 9, my grind gotta be a crime. Trying to find the time to time to time.
On a mission, cleaning up my history.
Trying to find a better place to raise all of my children.
But like a daytime soap, episodes of some boring promoting none.
And I can't even hide, cause I was in the ride.
Been riddled with problems since I was a toddler.
Product of poverty, popping my collar. Been dropping these thoughts since I dropped out of college. So if you're feeling the rain, did you work every day? Take a second just to remember the person inside that I know. Psycho. So just feel the rain at the front of the stage. Put your hands up and show me that you're ready for the inner revival.
But it can't be
revival.
LAMONT then S.
Finally feeling like I'm alive now. Everyday monotony making my mind cloud. Inner soul awakening, taking the time out. You done woke the beast and now it's time to get it. And deliver the summons to the blind eyes and critics. So it's spitters full of people on the line. The ones who never show with a t-shirt that says Lamont. The sweat is purely for the sake of my inner soul. Let me see them hands when you at the revival.
Al, Chris Crack, Casdini. Pull up with a Salvador in the cold kid, man. Soon as Vincent stroll in, know the business. When I was young, had goals and ambitions. Somewhere along the road, codependence on the pole position. Grew up without a boulder. My father going missing. Mom working 2 jobs to make sure we had a loaded fridge. No rotors in the crib and a stove in the kitchen. Y'all stay repeating how y'all clothes dripping. As a kid, my clothes drip, cause my mother had to wash my school fit and line dry them every night, cause they the only ones I owned that it fit. So in the morning, pull the uniform from the rope and clip and throw them on, even though they was wet, and hope the other kids ain't noticed the drip. Come on. That's why my bed be no soda mixed in. That's why I don't stress these grown rappers throwing this salsa that I hit in. Bring the to my lips like Beyonce knows kissing. Joe Schmoes throwing shows just to say they throwing shows. I ain't showing unless my Venmo clicking. Uber Eats, I ain't coming home unless I'm holding chicken. Then I don't dip until the Folgers kicked in. A lot of boldness in they post, but I see no mentions. God grant them serenity to accept things they can't change. Courage to change the things they can, and wisdom to know the difference. But we slow. Throw your rocks. The entire house. We're not concerned with all that folklore you're lying about. All that tongue gon' lead to cold sores inside your mouth. But we slow. Throw your rocks. The entire house. We're not concerned with all that folklore you're lying about. All that tongue gon' lead to cold sores inside your mouth.
People think ain't real, wasn't paying attention. I was on the jukebox playing selections, tending to several investments. Lying, I was trying to stretch it. Uncle Fester, she a good teacher. Lessons, keep her melting. Salad with pepperoni, ain't eating healthy. Cheaper sections, always got you get with seconds. Medieval legends, peep the peasants. I ain't paying interest on my fee collections. Fill up my box like a coin slot, making sure my points drop. Ain't no bumping punk rock. I'm at the fun spot, you at the bus stop. Keep the truck locked, price of what the cost.
But we slow. Throw your rocks. The entire house. We're not concerned with all that folklore you're lying about. All that tongue gon' lead to cold sores inside your mouth. But we slow. Throw your rocks. The entire house. We're not concerned with all that folklore you're lying about. All that tongue gon' lead to cold sores inside your mouth. But we slow. Throw your rocks. The entire house. We're not concerned with all that folklore you're lying about. All that tongue gon' lead to cold sores inside your mouth. Cold sores inside your mouth.